Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Ricky with Tech Solutions. I hope that you guys are having an absolute amazing day. We had a very eventful live stream for those that are part of Learn, Plan, Profit. They get to see me trade live every single day, and I'm not going to be talking about the profits that I made. I actually just locked in profits very quickly on UGAS for my second position on the day. And if you guys want to see me trade live or want to watch the recap of how I traded live today and then see me take the position on UGAS, how I bought the dip at, I believe it was like 84.08 if I'm not mistaken, and then I sold at around 86.39. Everything, again, it's that first link in the description. It starts at around 13 minutes where you could actually see me take the position, and then 19 minutes later, I sell for $500 profit. And then if you watch in the beginning of the video, I was up about $130 on a JNEG position. So altogether, and now I'm pushing a little bit over $700 on the day. But one thing that we talked about, and if you watch that video, again, the link isn't down in the description. If you watch that video, one thing that you'll notice is the question that we received of, there was a member within Learn, Plan, Profit, and he brought up this question. I think a lot of people fall under this category of, hey, Ricky, I've been really struggling to get the confidence to fully invest myself in a position. How many of you guys feel like you have the technicals down, but are just scared to invest and put forth the money? And then how many of you guys do not want to, take into consideration the idea of paper trading or simulation trading, right? I think there's a lot of people that just don't like the idea of paper trading and simulation trading, which is trading with fake money. Again, there's nothing wrong with that. And the reason that I always emphasize it to start paper trading, to start simulation trading, is because I don't want you to lose any money, because I know in the very beginning you're going to make mistakes. But the thing that I want to talk about is, there's no question that you're going to make mistakes when you're just getting started, right? And some people do not learn with practicing with fake money. It's too much of there's no emotion attached to it. So what we talked about today, and again, this is just an option. This is not something that you have to do. But I wanted to provide a solution for those that are just getting started and either are discouraged to invest a large amount of money, but want to take action and actually learning how to do this on a consistent basis. So first of all, there's a learning curve, right? So, the whole purpose of this video is for those that are just getting started, an idea of buying simply one share. So why, you might ask, of why am I just going to buy one share? I know this might not work for a lot of people that have to pay commission, but for those that either have free commission, again, there's promo code 220 for those that are a part of TD Ameritrade. You get free commissions for free 500 free trades. And then also if you're part of Robinhood, right, you get free trades. One of the things that I want to talk about is the idea of still having some skin in the game, right? Buying one share, but the whole point of when someone is just getting started is to understand and refine themselves. And the example that I give is the person that you are today, right? My main demographic when it comes down to my audience are people within the ages of, anywhere from 18 to 34 years old. That's our main audience. If you're beyond that, or if you're a little bit younger, again, our main audience is from 18 to 34 years old. And one thing that we all can make sense of is, were you the same person that you were when you were 5 or 6 years old? No, you were most likely a, little when they say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, right? You were a pretty close resemblance of probably who your parents were, or who who raised you, because your values were instilled by them. But as time went on, what is it that you experienced? You went through your own real world experiences. You made mistakes. You succeeded. There were certain accomplishments, right? There's a series of different things that you experience as time went on. The same thing when it comes down to trading. You are not going to be, you should not be the same trader today as what you can be 3 or 5 years down the road. But so many people, when they're just getting started, are so obsessed with just making money right away. But again, are you the same person that you were 5 or 10 years ago? No, you developed yourself, and then you became your own individual, right? You're your own person now. and you have your own values that are not, ideal to maybe your parents or the people that raised you. And one of the things, again, I just want to plant the seed, is to make sense that if you're so obsessed about making money right now, you're probably going to fail when it comes down to invest in the stock market. There's very few people that can, get started in investing in the stock market and then just it clicks right away. I was not one of those people. It took me years to be to the point of where it is that I am today, and I'm still learning every single day. So what makes you any different? If you become obsessed about making money right now, you will aggressively approach the stock market and most likely discourage yourself to ever invest in the future or later down the road. And I think that's one of the worst things that you can do. But if you focus in building yourself, refining yourself as a trader, developing yourself for your eye for value as time goes on, and all you focus on is understanding and building your confidence to the positions that you take, that's what's most important. Forget about FOMO, forget about all emotions. I know it's much easier said than done, and I get that. But if I were to put myself in your shoes, I would focus so much less on my position size and how much money I can make, and building my confidence in the very beginning to make sure that this is a market where I want to invest my hard-earned money in. That's all, right? In the very beginning, for the first months, all you should be doing, especially if you're struggling, is building your confidence that you know how to invest in the stock market. And if you're not at that point, if you don't understand what is leading to your success, if you do not understand why you're making mistakes, then again, that is a perfect example on why you need to take a step back and come to your realization that, this is a market where you're not going to get lucky in for the rest of your life. You may get lucky in from time to time, but the reason that either you're losing a large amount of money is because you're maybe investing too much as you're just getting started, right? Or the reason that you might be discouraged about to ever invest again is probably because you invested too much, or you invested in something that you were not familiar with. You did not manage your risk. And as time goes on, if you keep this to your core, to make sure that you only invest in patterns and take advantage of opportunities in which you understand in all markets, in stock market, real estate, investing in cars, every business, right? Only take risks in which you understand these values, these concepts, right? These best practices that you can develop by investing in the stock market. Regardless if you experience success in the stock market, you can use those same concepts to see value and be successful in other markets. Same thing what I do when it comes down to investing in real estate, when it comes down to investing in cars, when it comes down to starting my own business. The concepts that I learned investing in the stock market is what molded me as an investor and entrepreneur that has assisted me and has been a part of my success. And that is one of the things that I think not enough people talk about. So many people are so focused, and I've done this, right, as a YouTube channel, that I post my profits. And I'm like, hey, like today, I was going to post that I was up a little bit over $700 on the day. But again, what value does that bring to you? Nothing, right? Absolutely nothing. How much money I make today has no relevance to you. It's the value and the knowledge that you gain from these videos that will actually benefit you and be a part of your success. You guys can watch me trade live every single day, right? Or you can watch my recaps, right? So that's why I plugged the link. It's the first link in the description. It's absolutely free. And it's simply to the Learn Plan Profit video that they got to watch me trade live. It's a recap, right? So only LPP gets to watch me trade live. But if you want to see me make the $500 in 19 minutes, then again, the link is down below and you get a taste of what they get to experience, right? But the most important part of this whole thing of watching different videos, of being so opinionated on who's better, is irrelevant. You're here to prove to yourself that you can grow your account. So if you need to have skin in the game to refine yourself as a trader, then guess what you can do? Buy one share. It's an approach. It doesn't mean that you have to do this, but it's an approach that if you have not tested and you want to have some skin in the game and you want to refine yourself as a trader and you want to develop yourself as a trader, so 5 or 10 years down the road, you could successfully be growing your account and understand the growth that you're experiencing, then that would be maybe one of my tips. Again, you never have to do anything that you don't feel comfortable doing. And altogether, if you never want to invest in the stock market again, I totally understand. But at least I want to do my part as the largest YouTube channel for those who invest in the stock market to at least plant that seed that could potentially be the catalyst for your success. And that's all I want to leave you guys with today. So thank you guys again so much for your time. Again, I actually really like that. Nobody sees their own mistakes until someone else points them out. And guys, trust me, I've been in your shoes. And it doesn't mean you guys know from the very beginning, I've always told you by joining TechButt Solutions, that's our free group, right? I don't gain I don't benefit from you guys joining our group and not doing anything, right? Like, I don't really, like, obviously I would love for you guys to like have a passion for investing in the stock market, but you know, from the very beginning, that's not why I make these videos. I make these videos to expose people to, you know, a potential market where they can flourish in. But guess what? One thing that I always tell you, just because I don't invest in a market doesn't mean that you can't, right? I'm here to spark interest in this entrepreneurship and investing market for you to, you know, be interested in this. And then if you see that it's not for you because we taught you how to manage your risk and minimize overall potential money loss, then you move on and pivot to starting your own business. But it's us that were that spark that led to that. That's what's most important to me, right? The pivot, right? The spark, and then how you pivot to something where you actually have a passion. Follow your passion. Make sure that you understand the market that you invest in. And again, when you're just getting started, there's a lot of learning that you're going to do, but it only means that you have to work that much harder to refine yourself and to practice everything that you learn so it sticks. It's going to take time. This is not a market where you're going to become wealthy right away, but it is a skill set and an actual quality that you can utilize for the rest of your life. Just think about this. The knowledge and the best practices that you learn in the stock market is something that you can carry for the rest of your life and continue to flourish, right? So you can make money by investing money. And what a beautiful blessing that is, right? But it takes time to get to that point. So are you someone that's patient enough, disciplined enough, and has a passion that will outweigh the monetary aspect in the very beginning because you see so much value in the future? That's the question that you should ask yourself. I want to thank you guys again for absolutely everything it is that you guys do. All the links are down below if you guys want to stay connected. The first link in the description, the first link is to see that recap video of my trade if you care to watch me trade and what led to my success today. We traded the natural gas report and I took a position on you guys. I did a dip buy. For those that don't care, that's fine. For those that want to watch me trade live every single day, feel free to invest 30 seconds. Click that first link, that second link, I guess, in the description. And if you want to join TechBot Solutions, that's our free trading community. We're the largest one out there for those who invest in the stock market. It's that third or fourth link in the description. It says free Facebook group, TechBot Solutions. And again, it's all free. Also, if you guys follow me on Twitter, I don't know if you guys saw one of my most recent tweets, but you guys can search up my name on Twitter or also follow me on Instagram. And again, we're always just trying to motivate people, have a good time. Again, never encourage you to invest in anything that you are not comfortable with, as you should never, right? But at least expose you to a market that some people experience success in and hope that you can do the same. So like we said in our tweet today, you know, I don't even think I could say it on camera because it's so bad. But have any of you guys seen my tweet today? No? Okay, so it doesn't look like not too many people have. So the tweet says, and it has to do in accordance to the stock market, it says, when in doubt, pull out, lock in profits, hashtag lock in profits, because it's true, right? Always lock in profits. So hope you guys have an amazing day. Hopefully we earned your thumbs up. Again, all the links are down below, and hope you guys have an absolute amazing Thursday.